streets, man. We got Captain Tower in the building. Yeah. So, Cap, man, let us know where you from.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me, man, on the streets, man. I'll break it down right quick.
Don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I finish, one West when I start. Big shine, big glow. I be gone till November, let my bitch know. I'm back by the winter, bubbling like Crisco. I need my pockets all swollen like a lymph node. Talking out the side of your neck, get you a slit throat. I stay broke, don't care if I got a million. Looking down on me, I put your brains on the ceiling. Fuck kicking down the door, we bout to demo the building. These fake cats all in these groups, I wonder who ya. Shoot ya off your pulpit, hallelujah. 4-pound gun youngin' down like it's a cougar. On my feet, combat boots, or is it Puma? Words spreading around about me, none of it rumor. All truth, very big facts. Very large caliber on very small gaps. Compact pistols, ladders and all that. About to throw the switch in the Nina for rapid fire. Got the 5.7 equipped with the magnifier. Boom shakalaka equipped with the rim rocker. We ain't really got beef, yeah, Ramak would have been shot ya. The best rhymer since Pac and Big Papa. Big llama, big juice, I'm Big Jamba. Quarter tank of gas, I ride like a big timer. No informer, no sweat, not inside of my conglomerate. Wreck like King Konga. No Asian pun me, no chink in armor. Remain calm through our pain that bring trauma. Stay focused on things that bring commas. Took all pressure, applied and made diamonds. Stayed true, kept shit pure, my name honored. Paid all dues and debts and kept promise. Make sure you show respect, pay homage. I'm one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I said I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I'm the hottest on the market, don't make me start it. I'ma pull up in a Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I remember days was trapping out the apartment. Now one West about put me up in a starship. About to fly the friendly skies in this bitch. Spit the truth on the corners, I lie a little bit. I'm a stand-up nigga, I die before I switch. Down no we up, I'm cool with who I with. I'ma be war the king and stay dangerous. Hold down the biz and fam, remain blameless. Now rappers drippy with styles we made famous. First with studs and spikes in any city. Designers charge a stack for shit that can't fit me. Had friends on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, no Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain a $1.50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause them niggas getting fouled, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow. Try to ride my wave, you gon' need a speedboat. I'm hot like 100 degrees in a peacoat. Scarf in the sweater, I embark every letter. It's UPK, not a part, but together. Homie, I've been one West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West when I start. One West bred, one West vetted, one West pumping through my blood, don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my people. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog.
a hoe. Was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road. That a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home. Only a place of captivity, save facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angels, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
Do you see just how it feels? Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in this body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Von Dale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. That was designed fire for our babies to pass through it. And the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Do you see just how it feels? Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a
You ain't no Israelite, bitch, you a gospelite, bitch. Fuck you talking about? If that nigga on wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK, too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, a hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm bout it. UPK too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All they nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the starter and I show her. She could never get a priest hoeing. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with that fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. Yeah, that sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bit muggin'. I say, if that nigga on wall, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, a hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, that clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in a temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UBK play for keys, nigga. Command to get a damn order, but ain't nothing me to damn kill you. I stuck in his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close combat. Nigga, I popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bought it. UPK, shoot solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Walk out every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood or hood? More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gon' be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
You boy. You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my nigga. Yeah. I'm in it, yo. Got my nigga Rawan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding General. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my Hakim gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth the shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it. Ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talk the shit. Yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm reppin'. And my niggas solid, number real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapping together. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, the shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complexion. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
I know exactly what they want. I know exactly what they want. Just be patient.
My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me, y'all keep the fame. I want the glory, been that nigga, bitches never ignored me. Rich in spirit, little bitch can't afford me. Day one static, fix it with a 4G. Red beam on it, you think I'm recording. Kicking front doors, you try to backdoor me. We are not a gang, bitch, we an army. Book a den, you know I don't tell stories. Keep it 100 in the lightning, you niggas fake baby K name Adonis. Mini Drake, clip curl, but somehow I can shoot it straight. Insta clip, I can shoot for a minute straight. Turn this to the Super Bowl if I need to. I can hit your chief up with an eagle. Set you up on the score, but they lied to you. Why you letting them niggas mislead you? My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. You won't see it coming, I move like a crook, a thief in the night. So watch what you put, my aim precise. These bullets 12 inches long, a block away I could take off the foot. Don't ask me no questions if you know my stance. Bitch, I'm the man, so thanks in advance. They mean a rifle on top of a tripod. If they ever tell you I was taking a stand, think I run up on me, but I'm way too advanced. Spinning with choppers, turn you into a fan. Can show you the steps, but won't hold your hands. They thought they could stop me, it ain't go as planned. How I get this far? Cause I took a chance. Really got ranked, keeping it a band. This ain't what you think, better think again. This ain't what you think, you better think again. My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster. Went to war with the real, the fake, the snake, the mobsters. Blame it on y'all created this monster.
One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West, One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West, One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
UPK soldiers got them killers with me. And I don't fuck with every spot cause it's too iffy. Real motherfucking prophet cause the Lord with me. But don't get that shit twisted, I got Drake's with me. Yeah, bitch, and that whole 50. Run up on me wrong, you gon' catch 60. Wait, you gon' catch 20. The other 30 for your homies, bitch, I got plenty. And I'll shoot this motherfucker till that clip empty. Taking orders from your bitch, you a fucking simpy. Shit, should be televised. The way I'm cutting niggas up, bitch, I'm a samurai. Niggas swear they in the truth, but telling hella lies. Stumping like you Greek, bitch, you Hellenized. The revolution gon' be televised. And what I see in my vision gon' leave you petrified.
One West, One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West, One West. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, nigga? One West, One West. That's who we are, nigga. One West, One West. So who is y'all, niggas? One West, One West. We want it all, nigga. That's who we are, nigga. So who is y'all, niggas?
UPK soldiers lead cowards in awe. So fuck a gas stop, I came with 6 pumps in my car. My niggas ready to swing, we like kids at the park. So touch a chair around this bitch and we breaking your jaw. They think we Christian, but we not. Nothing about us is soft. I don't know what you niggas on, but that shit get you off. We booted up, We came to take zones for real. Black 40 under my garment, I be dressed to kill. Fourth dimension sitting linger, I be fresh for real. Putting scripts on your corners, but these here ain't pills. We rock covers. You official if you know those drills. Bread and water, you official if you know those meals. Yeah, you niggas soldiers get rolled over. You got police in your pocket, I got a judge in my holster. Oppressors out to get us, so remain sober. Or be chained to them chains till there's nothing that remains of us. A cult leader like Christ, we got the same culture. I bang on them, tell my enemies the reign's over. I up the sig and keep pulling like a chain smoker. The game ain't changed, one West stayed the same on them. One West, that's who we are, nigga. One West, one.
All right, let's clap it up. Hey, I want to say shalom, Yahweh Shemel Shah Barakatham to the brothers, shalom, Yahweh Shamar, Allah Shemel Shah to the sisters, all right? ISUPK, I'm Officer 5000 Maccabia, all right? ISUPK, Minnesota. First things first, if you have any questions or concerns, you can type it into the chat, all right? Y'all bear with me real quick. Let me check something here. All right, most high in Christ. All right. I think we in the game. All right, most high in Christ. All right. So once again, this is ISUPK, Minnesota Brotherhood class every single Tuesday. Once again, if you have questions or concerns about anything, and I do mean anything when it comes to life, things going on in the Twin Cities, your community, your household. How would you deal with this? How would you deal with that? Any type of scenario. I mean, you can think about it. This Bible right here can answer all your questions. All right? Any questions or concerns that you may have, you can answer it. All right, but I do want to get into a few things. The title of the class is Trusting in Oppression. The reason why that's the topic today is because, as you know, we have about, like 40, I think we got less than 45 days. Yeah, I think we got about a month or so until we have the, debate election, where everybody in the entire earth, or pretty much in America, is going to choose one or two lesser evils, all right? Which is going to be Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, all right? Whichever one that you pick, either way, just know that it's going to be the same results, the same outcome. Anytime you vote for any president, it's always the same outcome. They may try to persuade you and show you and sell you a dream to make it seem like their agenda is going to be one way, but in actuality, it's going to be the same for both people that are running against each other. Okay? Okay? So all it really is just a play. That's really all it is, just a play. That's why they try to get the black votes. Like, I've never heard of any president trying to get a white vote. I never really heard of that term before. Now, unless you're talking about being a Democrat or a Republican, but however, when it comes to Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, they try to do any and everything in their power to entice you to vote for them. Because once again, it's all a game. Politics is just a game. It's nothing serious it's nothing real serious that you should indulge in. Because at the end of the day, this place is still going to be upside down. And the reason why is because there is a person who is the devil that the Bible speaks of, who has this earth in his hands. All right? And if you don't know who the oppressor is by now, just look at who runs everything. Look at who sits in the seats of Congress, the council. Who is the main people who run the FBI, the CIA, the police department? And that should give you your answer. All right? So with that being said, once again, there are a few things that we should get into, to dive into. There's a lot of things that has been happening concerning St. Paul and Minneapolis, crime, which is usual. Just, man, all types of stuff been happening, man, like left to right, every single day. Every day that I wake up, I look at my phone, and all that I see It's just somebody is charged with this, somebody's locked up for this, someone's been fatally shot, and the list goes on. The purpose of today's class is simply the purpose of this class today is simply just to show those so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Indian people who are outside of this school, to show you really that it's time to come back home. Because being separated from the Most High is the reason why we have the downfall that we do. The reason why we are continuously losing our lives. And we are still being enticed. And we are just being part of the plague of this place called America. And it's getting so bad to the point that every day that goes by that Christ has not returned, it just gets worse for us. Everybody is affected. Even those in the UPK, man, to a certain extent. We ain't being shot down by the oppressor, by the police department, or anything like that. We ain't committing crimes or things of that sort. But however, it does affect us trying to fight back for the souls of our people, because our people have a huge demon that they do not want to let go of, which is called Stockholm Syndrome. They can't separate from their lover who is abusing them, who is not just the oppressor, but all the other nations as well. All right, understand that all these other nations of people, they eat us, they devour us in every way possible, and they have so many devices on how they do it, to the point where nobody can open up their eyes and see what's happening right in front of them. So instead of us trusting in oppression, we should trust in our main source from the way beginning, which is the Most High in Christ. His name is Yahweh in the Hebrew, of course. We should go back to our roots, go back to the start of our civilization, which is going back to the oracles and the orders, the oracles and the ordinances of the Most High. Okay, like, come on, man. I mean, ever since we decided to disobey our power, that's when things went left. Things got worse. Things tragically happened to us as a nation of people, and it still is right now. For example, we are still in captivity and do not realize it. Okay? Now let the internet, let your oppressor tell you that slavery has been abolished, some years ago, in the 1800s, which is not true. All the tactics that we see in our everyday lives, it's the same thing from back in the day. Nothing has changed. And I do want to get a precept, right? I want to get a precept what King Solomon has said. Let me see. Once again, if anybody got a question, type it into the chat. All right. So this is what Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 9 says. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. So what King Solomon is initially saying is, the thing that has been, meaning that thing that was how it was back then, it's gonna be the same now, right? Meaning when he says the thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, meaning that it's going to come again. Anything that you see in this earth, there's nothing new. I'm talking about to the structure of how we live our life in society, right? Because the word world means age or society, meaning eras. Think about the Western era, the Assyrian era. Think about all the captivities. All the captivities in history, they are very identical. How every country rules is pretty identical. And it's always been like that. If you go into the book of Exodus, what you are going to see is how Pharaoh ruled his empire It's no different than how this empire called America is being ruled right now. It's no different. And all the wars, all the other countries going to war with one another. You could find that in this Bible, which is true history. Okay? That's what you could find is true history. And Exodus is true, man. It happened. Moses. Right now, the ISUPK, man, we have a leader. His name is Commanding General Yohanan. And he is the leader of Israel. And we are battling against the powers of principalities, the rulers of darkness, to the point where we are labeled as a threat in this place, which is absolutely absurd, because the true threat is the oppressor. And actually, too, let me get you another one. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold off on that one. Actually, let me just get it later. Yeah, let me get that for later, though. I'm gonna hold off on that one. I'm gonna get that later. Yeah. But the whole point is this, though, right? When are we going to get to a place where it's only going to be about Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Latinos, and North American Indians? When is it going to be about us? Instead of choosing the other side, why don't we choose our own side? Why don't we stick to our own nation of people? There's no such thing as all races of people coming together. It's just not logical. It's not realistic at all. It sounds good. It sounds like you got a good heart and a good spirit. I get you. I understand. But it's just not, it's not realistic, especially in this day and age. Absolutely not. With everything going on, how many years, how many centuries, have we dedicated ourselves to think that something is going to change and we was all going to be kumbaya and all hold hands and just be friends and family? Just because we all bleed red doesn't mean that we are the same. Animals bleed red too. And we are not the same as animals. We may all bleed red, yes, I get it. We may be a human race of people, but we are not in agreement. We are not the same. That's why the Most High did something very, very, very important that a lot of people do not see, which is the Most High separated people. And if you look close enough, you will see that the Most High has separated not just people, but many things. If you look at the dietary laws, the Most High has separated what you can and cannot eat. Because the word holy means to be separate. A lot of people think holy means to be all pure and godly. And look, to be holy is to be separate. And if you are not separate, you definitely ain't got the Spirit of the Lord. It means to be set apart. And Most High has severed us from other people. And that's how it should be. And he did it for a reason. Everything that the Most High has done as a power is for a purpose. And we may not understand every single thing, which that's fine. But we have to be obedient. Because when we are not obedient, we suffer the consequences. For example, right? Now, a lot of people may think that this is kind of like, you're just kind of generalizing everything, right? But this happens all the time in front of your face. I'll tell you something, right? The Bible says that you are supposed to be with a specific type of people. Everybody has a nation. Everybody has a race or ethnic group that they belong to. Okay? Now, you got Black, Hispanic, and Native, so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Indians who make up 12 tribes. Within those 12 tribes, that's who you marry. That's who you have children with. That's your family. That's your neighbor. Now, who is outside of that? Outside of those 12 tribes? It's going to be the white race, the Africans, because Black and Hispanics and Native Indians, we are not Africans, right? Just because, how they say all skin folk ain't your kinfolk. Everybody has a pigmentation to their skin except for the white race. They have no melanin. They have no pigmentation, right? But all other races on the face of the earth do. But now, just because someone has pigmentation, does that mean that they are Black or considered Black or brown? No, you don't want to go off of that, because skin color does not determine who you are. It's the nation that you come from. You are the seed of your father, okay? Every time you look at the lineage in the Bible, it talks about the father and the father alone, because the father has the seed. A mother does not have seed, but however, she carries the seed in the sense of meaning that when a man impregnates the woman, in his aid, she has the seed inside of her, right? So she's carrying the seed for 9-10 months, so on and so forth, right? So you have 12 tribes that you can be with that are your family. However, whites, Africans, Asians, Chinese, Japanese, East Indians, the ones with the dot, you name it. Who else? The Arabs. Those are people outside of the 12 tribes who you cannot marry. And every time that we see a situation where we intermix, we have interracial dating or interracial marriages, right? We always see that there's an issue. How many stories do we have to go over to show and explain that this is the problem? The problem wasn't the fact that your white girlfriend was mad for you cheating on her and the reason why she stabs you up. That's not the reason. The problem is this. You were never supposed to marry, you was never supposed to lay down with her in the first place. As a Israelite man, you are not supposed to deal with someone outside of your race. And a lot of Black and Hispanic people know this, but because the lust of their obsession with other nations of brothers and sisters who are not their people, it's a lust, it's a demon. And because of that, you are going to be consumed. And you might lose your life. You may get lynched. You may be called the N-word. You are not going to be safe with the police. Like everything possible that you can think that could go wrong in that situation, it always does. But I'll give y'all a story, right? There was this one warehouse job that I used to work, and like probably a couple of years ago. And it was this older man. He was pretty much like in the 60s or something like that. And I recall him telling me a story about how, he's been with this white woman for quite some time. And, after his first marriage with a Black woman and him having children by her, things didn't work out. So things didn't work out. So he decided to date outside his race because he feels like someone that is not Black and that's a different race, they don't give you a lot of back talk, a lot of mouth, a lot of stress. When one thing about women in general, and now this is a general point. One thing about women in general, all races of women, can have a mouth. They live they are the same in the sense of women are emotional. Women can have a mouth. Women can be all in their feelings. That's what women do. But however, the most important thing to remember is that white woman is going to give you mouth too. She can. That East Indian, them Arabs, they can do the same thing that that sister is doing to you. But now the reason why that sister is the way that she probably is, where she's talking back, not listening to her man, and she thinks that she runs things instead of, you know, looking at this man as her head instead of underneath her, you know, it's because she was not raised right. Now, as a Black, Hispanic, Native American man, we have a job when we lay down with a woman. We have to guide them. They need our guidance. We have to instruct them and teach them, especially if they don't have a father. If they had a father and that father was in the right spirit of teaching them and growing them up, then you ain't got no problems. And also, too, sometimes our choices are poor on how we choose a wife or a husband. Okay? Like it's not hard to see a mile away if this person is going to be a problem in a relationship or not. Unless you're just too naive and you just don't care and you're just thinking about, you know, having sex and just, you know, busting a nut. And that's it. You just want to get off and that's that, which is not the spirit of the Most High at all. So not only do you have to choose a woman of your own family, there's rules to how to, you know, there are rules to when it comes to being a husband and raising up a woman. And there's rules for a woman how she has to be in that marriage as well. There's rules to everything. Now, of course, if you want to be disobedient, you're going to find yourself on child support. No sweat. You are going to find yourself with a shotgun in your face by your stepdaddy, your white stepdaddy, because you decide to, you know, do something, or you slept with his daughter, or, you know, she's crying to him and he's ready to blow your head off. If you want that life, then so be it. But just understand that there's a way to live life without consequences. There's a way to live life without the stress, the headache, the pain of it all. There's a way to live life, and that's serving and obeying what the Lord said from the start. It's not that hard as you think it is. If you have all the time and, you know, energy to, you know, want to disobey the Most High and do as you please, then I'm sure you can put in that same time and that same work and that same labor into serving the Most High and just see which one works out better for you. I guarantee that the way that the Most High life is way better. Actually, so I gotta get that precept. Let me see. What is it? Give me 1 second there. Let me see. They say the Lord's way is. I just saw this precept, so I think I found it. Yeah, I'm gonna grab this real quick, right? Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 29. Yet saith the house of Israel, the way of the Lord is not equal. O house of Israel, are not my ways equal? Are not your ways unequal? Now, this is a beautiful precept, man, because in this chapter right here is simply like simply asking the question. So you're telling me that my ways are unequal. So that this is like the Lord saying, like, so he's talking to Israel saying, like, so my ways, as far as how I run this whole show, is unequal, meaning that it's not right, it's not correct. But however, he's asking too, are not your ways unequal? And it's crazy because another thing that people got it twisted is when you serve the Most High. Okay. A lot of God to a lot of people is someone that they made up themselves. God has to listen to them and not the other way around. And that's not how it works. Because understand that you did not create yourself. You are not your own creation. You were created by somebody. You are a product of somebody. And that somebody is the Most High Yahweh. He's the one that created you, not the other way around. So it's like, because of Christianity, we make up what God is to us, to how we feel and how we think, and that's not God. And that's really what that is. That's a demon. All right, that's a demon, because God, okay, your God in your own interpretation, in your mind, God is someone who does not judge, which is absolutely insane. And then, I mean, either people say that God does judge or he doesn't judge, which is hypocritical and contradicting as hell. God is someone that can never show you any type of shame or tell you anything concerning accountability, which is absolutely insane. And a lot of times I just look at people because I just know that they have mental illness. That's really what it is, mental illness. And also, too, for the life of me, for someone who's been in the church for 30 plus years, not me, but I'm saying those that have, I mean, that word unconditional love is such a disgusting word. And when you look up the definition of unconditional, and then you look up the word conditional, so you telling me your love is so unconditional for your friends and your family that you allow them to go into that church and touch on all those children, your loved ones. They done touched you, touched your children. They done committed all those crimes, and you still got nothing but unconditional love. Love has to be conditional. The key word is condition. All right? There are conditions when it comes to relationships. There are conditions all the time. What in life is unconditional? Please tell me that. What in life is unconditional? I'll wait. We have to get away from our oppressor. I said a lot, but that's the point. Because of religion, which is not of the Lord, because you can't even find the word religion in our records. You can't. You can't find the Christianity in the Bible. Like I asked my brother one day, I'm like, well, I was like, where's Christianity at? And he was like, it's right here in the Bible. It's right here in the Bible. I'm like, okay, where? Where is it at? And he was like, it's all right there. And I'm like, that's the problem. You are conditioned to believe that this is a religious book when it's not. Now, my thing is this, right? Just to prove, just real quick, that the Bible is not a religious book, study what Christianity is, and then show me those scriptures that you speak of Christianity, and tell me where it's at in the Bible. And I can show you where it's at and how you are not looking at you are not studying the Bible, but you're reading it with a Christian mindset. You're reading it like the oppressor reads it, like the Jewish man. That's how you're reading it. You're not reading it with the mind of context. Our oppressor, Amalek, the Jewish, they read the Bible as if it's a physical book. When this book is made up of literary devices, metaphor, allegories. I mean, there's context in here. You have to understand the context. When it says God so loved the world, right? Yeah, God does so love. Yeah. God so loved the world. Now, which world is it speaking about? Also, too, let me ask you this: what people is it speaking about? Because when you read that chapter, what you're going to see is speaking about Israel. Now, ask yourself, who is Israel? Because everybody can't be Israel. Otherwise, it would have said everybody. It says Israel. And when you trace back who Israel or the Israelites are, which is not hard, you will find out that it's the chosen people of God. Now, also, too, how can the Bible be for everybody if the Most High has a chosen people? All of us can be chosen. That does not make sense. Because if you choose something or somebody, then that means that something or somebody is left out. You have to use logic. You have to be practical. And that's something that the Christian church and all the religions and all your leaders, that's what they lack. Now, some of them know this Bible, but they still continue to lie to you because it's for their benefit. They get perks. They don't get the scrutiny. They get the riches. They get the fame. They get the fortune. But, I mean, that's not a man of the Lord. And we all know about the story about the rich man. And the Most High don't give a damn about how rich you are. Doesn't give a damn about what T.D. Jakes got in his pockets. As you see, T.D. Jakes is wrapped up with, P. Diddy. No, it's not about the money, man. It never was. Now, you can be a blessed man or woman who has riches. Okay? There are men of the Lord that, who are wealthy. All right? But at the same time, though, we have a righteous spirit behind it. We ain't out here teaching in churches. We ain't out here, being unbrotherly to the poor. We are serving the Lord. I mean, one thing about serving the Most High, it comes with a lot of rewards for sure. And that could be one of them. You being wealthy, man. You a businessman. You got money. You making 6, 7 figures, 5 figures, whatever. But the point is, a lot of people lack the spirit of the Most High because they choose lust. They choose everything except for the Most High and what He wants for us. If you really truly study the Bible, right? If you look at the very first 5 books of Moses, you see how we went from serving the Lord and things was going great for us. And then the moment that we decide to disobey the Lord, everything went down. We was in captivity, we wasn't, we was again, and then we wasn't. And you see the back and forth. You see how our story was every time. But the moment that we follow our tracks as far as being on track when it comes to the Most High, you got to understand, man, like we was doing great for ourselves. The Most High was with us. When you disobey the Lord, He's not with you. And that can end terribly for you. I'm talking about that can end so bad for you to the point where you are in the hands of your oppressor, which happens time and time again. Once again, like just this week alone, of all the crimes and all the things that, I'm seeing articles of brothers and sisters being wrapped up in prison over drugs, over attempted murders, over, just all types of just things that could have been avoided if only they had these laws, these statutes, these commandments in their life. Honestly, without this place, I mean, I could be dead or in jail. It's very possible. And I mean, it's not impossible. Everything in this, everything outside of these walls may sound good to a lot of people. I mean, drugs seems to be fun to a lot of people. It's very terrible, but a lot of people seem to, want to do drugs. That's the life now. That's the way. That's the trend. Everybody just want to, drink themselves to death. Everybody just want to, have sex with, every woman that they see. Everybody just want to, commit crimes, have that, that rush. It's not the life. And what happens is when you decide a life like that, it hurts our people, our nation. How do you know? Because you selling drugs, someone's going to overdose and never wake up. Now we have one less person in our family We have one less brother or sister. When that brother or sister could have been somebody doing something better with their life, like keeping these laws. You know, like once again, the Lord doesn't need any sinners. The Most High says that He hates the sin and the sinner. For all you Christians out there who say God doesn't hate, oh yeah, He also hates a race of people too that He created. The Most High said that He made a vessel for honor, one for honor and one for dishonor. And the Most High does hate. He hates the sin and the sinner. Now understand that the Most High is not one to set you up for failure, but only for success. That's why when we commit sin, we get punished. You being locked up in prison or in jail for a crime that you committed, that's called a punishment. When you decide to do drugs and you know that drugs can possibly kill you, and you do it anyway and you never wake up, that's a punishment. You are born blind or deaf. That's a punishment. You are born as a drug baby. That could be a punishment as well. Understand that reincarnation is very real. What you do in this life is going to determine your next life. Because once again, there's nothing new under the sun. And with that being said, when you read Ecclesiastes, the 4th chapter, you see that King Solomon speaks about how when he looked at the earth, what was underneath the sun, which is earth, and what he saw was oppression, and the people crying tears because of oppression. And that's what's happening today, right now. Oppression happened back then, like once again, like what the hell was the book of Exodus about? The the Hebrews and the Egyptians. The Hebrews were the niggas. The Egyptians are the Africans, not the same people. That was called slavery. When you look at Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and it talks about being on ships and having a yoke of iron around your neck, and how you are going to have to, borrow from the oppressor. That's what's happening today. Right now, you have to go to somebody else that is not your people, and you have to work a 9 to 5, which is modern day slavery. The purpose of you working a job is for food and shelter and clothing. Not to mention all the other things that come with it, especially if you got a family. That 9 to 5 is modern day slavery. It sounds the same to me. Otherwise, sharecropping. Sharecropping, you had a little house, and you had a garden that you have to, till the land. Till the land meaning work the land, work the field, so that way you can grow some food for you and your family. And you have to give a percentage over to who? That master of yours. Or now the 9 to 5 is your landlord. Once you make all that money, you got to give a portion to the landlord. And now you got to look at your check to see if you have enough to feed you, your family, put clothes on your back, and have a roof over your head. Like, you can't tell me we are not doing the same thing all over again. It's not the same thing all over again. It's very much so. This reminds me of the Assyrian captivity, the Babylonian captivity, the Roman captivity, all of them. But soon enough, it's going to come to an end. Now, thank the Lord, once He delivers us out of this hell, this will be the last time. Because all the prophecies have not came to pass yet, but they are coming pretty quickly. Quickly and quickly. It couldn't come any sooner. But before, all these prophecies come to pass, and before Christ and those angels get here to turn this place upside up, how it really should be, it's time for you to get right. Otherwise, if you're going to continue to smoke, to be a drug addict, if you're going to continue to be an alcoholic, to be part of the LGBTQ community, if you are going to continue to do everything except for serve the Most High, and it's going to be a rough one. Just watch all the people that died right next to you. Just watch how your life just declines. Just watch how your children resent you. Just watch how much hell you are going to bring to yourself. All the pain and suffering. Now, I ain't saying when you don't serve the Lord, you're not going to go through some type of pain. Of course you are. But it's nothing that you can't handle. But it's better to be in the hands of your power instead of in the hands of your oppressor. Because they don't have mercy. The Most High does. And that's what he's known for. Anyway, let's move on real quick, all right? So that was Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 29. Let me get Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 23, all right? And it says, Jeremiah chapter 13, verse 23. Can the Ethiopian change his skin, or the leopard his spots? Then may ye also do good, that are accustomed to do evil. So this is a question that's being asked by Jeremiah, saying like, can the Ethiopian, can the African change his skin? Can the leopard change his spots? No. And he's also saying, can they do good as well? Although they are accustomed to do evil. So it's using two examples. And within those two examples is letting you know they are accustomed to do evil, but can they do good? Understand that these people that the Lord has separated you from was for a reason. And that reason is because these are people who are not righteous. These are people who are not with the Lord. They don't have the Spirit of the Lord. Anything or anybody that doesn't have the Spirit of the Lord is accustomed to evil. All right? That's why, once again, you can't trust you can't trust in the idea that equality is something that is real. It's not. It's very much a fairy tale. When I hear equality and I hear the whole conversation about it, I find it very, I find it very funny. And me, I'm a person that loves comedy, and that's very funny to me. It's so funny to the point where it's sad. It's very sad because, once again, it sounds good for all races of people to be on one accord, but that's not how it's set up. Now, Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, we are a people that have been painted to be, be very aggressive, very dangerous. We have all these norms and stigmas about us, which are very untrue. When Black and Hispanic, Native Indian people, we show the most mercy and compassion to everyone. Now, am I saying always? But no, but 9 times out of 10, we are the most caring people ever. Just look at how we love everybody and not ourselves. That should give it away. Look how we treat every other race of people. We treat them like they are above us. When in the Bible, the Most High chose you to be above them. You see the problem? That's the issue. You decide to raise up a people that are not on your level whatsoever. Now, am I saying that you got to be an asshole, be snotty? No, but just understand that the Lord chose you and that you are the prize. The Most High chose you out of all people. and understand that there are more other races of people, like in the Bible. The Bible says that we were less in number of a people as a nation than they were. They were bigger numbers of a nation of race of people than us. And the Most High chose us instead of them. And he decided to give us his laws, statutes, and commandments. And that's, I mean, if that's not love, I don't know what the hell that is. And the fact that he didn't choose everybody to serve him says a lot. I mean, you should be honored. You should do everything in your power to never go against the Most High. Like, man, the Most High gave us everything, and we just burned it down to the ground. I don't get it. It doesn't, like, please make it make sense, all right? So I'm going to move on real quick, okay? Let me see. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 14. I know that whatsoever God doeth, it shall be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And God doeth it, that men should fear before him. Now, the reason why I pulled this scripture is to show how I mentioned earlier, everything in life has, like, nothing has changed, right? In the sense of, like, there's nothing new under the sun. So now, do people change? Yes, absolutely. There are religions that change. There are different types of eras, as I mentioned before. Like, for example, the Jim Crow era, the Western era. You hear about the New World era. Like some things do change, but one thing that does not change is the Most High, right? In the sense of everything that he said in the beginning, he's always said throughout all throughout the Bible, through his prophets and priests, through his messengers, the angels, right? So from the Old to the New Testament and to the Apocrypha, which is the books that was taken out, the Most High has always said the same thing and has never changed. Never changed. The Most High has always been merciful and always long-suffering when it comes to us. All right? Sooner or later, once we're in captivity and he says, you know what? Y'all had enough? All right, no sweat. I'm going to get y'all out of there. And there's times where we don't show the Lord that we're ready. But we show the Lord that, hey, you know what? We love serving, this weed. We love smoking this weed, smoking this blunt, smoking this, whatever. We love getting high. We love, prostitutes, sex workers, and we love being a part of the community. And we love to do everything except for serve him. So the moment that we show the Lord that we are ready to get out of this hell that we are very much in, this torment, then that's when all of this will be over and there will be no more of this. Imagine a world. Imagine a age or society, a world, which that's the definition. Just imagine where there's no brothers and sisters being shot down by police force. Imagine a place where you don't have to worry about your children growing up and potentially becoming drug addicts and alcoholics. Imagine a world where there's no such thing as predators and sexual deviants. Imagine a world where if you have an issue with somebody, you can go to them and them alone, and y'all don't harm each other whatsoever. Imagine a world like that. Imagine a world where there is a so-called black president. Because when Christ rules this earth, and the 144,000 rules right next with Christ, there will be black, Hispanic, and Native American men. that will be running things in this earth. They will be in charge of things. So just think about, take away your Kamala Harris's, your Hillary Clintons, and your Kennedys, and your Trumps. Instead, it's going to be God's chosen people in those seats, just running things. And there's not going to be no war. A war against who? For what? When the other nations, when the other races of people are going to be obeying us, God's chosen people. They have to answer to us, not the other way around. Like how this world is right now, as we speak, as we see it. As we see it in 2024, there's a world that's coming soon that's not going to be like this at all. It's going to be completely in order. That's why when we read the Lord's Prayer, right? Let me see. I can't imagine it because I ain't never been in such a world. Now I hear you, right? But I mean, look. So that's the faith, right? So we know faith is are the things that you can't see. Now it sounds like sounds senile. Sounds like you're just being delusional, but I mean it's possible. There are people who were in the 50s and the 60s that never would imagine this technology the way it is. They never would imagine, cars and planes and all these things that are just so advanced in the world. So just put that into your mind for a second. Like could you tell somebody 50, 60 years ago what a cell phone was, what a smartphone was, what a laptop, a flat screen TV was, a touchscreen refrigerator and microwave? You can literally talk to somebody from the other side of the world on a device and like FaceTime. But like that's the thing though, right? Because I've seen this Bible come to life many times, and I'm seeing it right now as we speak in 2024. I know there's a world out there that's coming soon, and it's going to be here. Like this place is going to be under construction in a second. Once Christ returns, whenever that is, and the angels, this place is going to be under construction, and it's going to be better than what this is now. This right here is not how you live life. With the war, the constant crime, the constant, oppressor on your back, a constant, oh my God, like just the other day, let me see, just in Houston, Texas, all the, the plague, COVID-19, like it skyrocket at the top of the charts in what, like 2-3 weeks? Come on, man. I mean, and after COVID-19, it was just back to back, different variants. But I mean, there's a world that's better than this world right here. This right here is the oppressor's world, not the Most High's world. All right? We live in an age of society of hell. This is that. This is called captivity. All right? They would think it's witchcraft. I definitely understand. No, I definitely understand. But hey, I mean, over time, we definitely advanced a lot of things. And you know what's so funny about that too? That comment you just made, they would think that it's witchcraft. I mean, over time, people who have invented things, it was trial and error, and it seemed foreign, but once they saw a use for it, it became like second nature to them. You feel me? Like when I do history, like my history research, and I look at things that are still here today, but just more refined and more up to date, and I'm like, damn, like that was the first invention of that, and now we're all the way up to this. Like it's just amazing. You know what I mean? But I would say I wouldn't think everybody would think that it's witchcraft necessarily, but you just, it's just about the age of society that you're in. You know what I mean? So, as you grow older, you grow with the time, you kind of get used to things that are new and out. Some things are outdated, some things are new dated. You feel me? So yeah, but I mean, it sounds funny. It sounds like a fairy tale as far as Christ returning, and as far as, you know, a world where black on black crime is not going to be a thing. All right, so like, you know, that's not going to be a thing. Ain't no police officer going to take your life, and you are going to be all over plastic, all over the news. There's not going to be any more Trayvon Martins in Christ's kingdom. No Philando Castiles. There's not going to be no fentanyl overdoses. And you got to ask yourself this question: how can any of that happen if Christ is ruling the earth with 144,000 men by his side? And also, too, you got to think about this. The angels answer to the Most High, but Christ has authority over angels as well. So the moment that you think to do anything that is considered evil or out of the spirit, there is going to be somebody right there before you try to commit that act. Understand, when you commit a sin, right? How does the sin start? You got to ask yourself that question. Where does sin start? It starts in your mind. Because before you do something, you think about it first, right? Before anybody commits any crime, they think about it first before they do it. That's pretty simple, you know. So, yeah, and your heart is your mind. That's right. Your heart is your mind. That's where it starts. It starts right here. Before you decide to pull that trigger, you thought about it first. Before you decide to say something out of your mouth, you thought about it first. Or you mad enough to say, "Oh, you a mother effer," and you know you all the swear words in a book. You thought about it before you did it. Before you said it and did it. Same thing. All right. Before any action, you think about it. Most of the time. You know what I mean? So yeah. So that is correct on that. But let me get back to this real quick. I got a lot more scriptures. Let me see. But once again, if anybody got questions, please type it into the chat. We are not Christians, so don't be afraid to ask your question. All right. So the point of that scripture, right? Okay, all right. So either way, it is still ignorance. Okay. All right. Okay. So the Bible says to be angry and sin not. All right. So now is all sins based off of anger? No. But the point is, like, okay, you can think about something. Okay. We all have a mind, right? We all have a mind. Thoughts may come up into your head. Let's say nothing bad is going on. There's no argument, there's no altercation at all. But you're just probably just watching TV, or you're probably just, doing nothing. You're probably just sitting here just thinking about something about this book right here, right? The Babylon 10 book 2. You're probably just reading this book, and it's just about, just history. Let's say the book is about how to be a mechanic, right? So you're reading up about that, and all of a sudden you start thinking about, damn, like I want to smoke some crack. What you want to do is you want to fight those thoughts, because in your mind, why are you thinking about crack when you're reading a book about how to become a mechanic? Like, random thoughts can come into your head, and understand that when you have thoughts that make you commit sin, it's a demon. Because that's how demons work. Demons are in your mind trying to convince you to do something that you should not do. So if you know that, you know, so-and-so is married, but you're having thoughts about somebody else's woman, that's, yeah, you have to fight that. You have to fight that within yourself. You have to, you know, you gotta check the demon in your head, like, what the hell is that about? Like, you know, like you gotta check it at the door. All right, like you really have to pay attention to things like, for example, right, like especially in your anger. In your anger, when you are upset, and you are a person that is confrontational, you are a person that likes to get violent, you have to stop yourself, because those thoughts and those emotions in your head or in your body is telling you to hurt that person. It's telling you to do something or say something hurtful. And you have to stop it at the door. That's what you have to do. You have to fight it. Just like anything. Anything that is fighting you, you have to fight it back. If you are sick, you have a cold, and your body's aching, you have to have medicine to fight that, to fight it off your body. Just like your mind. You have to be trained on how to know how to fight certain things inside your mind. Now, because you have thoughts in your head that may not be your actual thoughts, doesn't necessarily mean that you are crazy or that you are deemed mentally ill. All right. Now, of course, unless you need to go see a therapist, I mean, some people are not correct in the head. They don't have all the screws in their head. But what I'm speaking about was simply normal, is that sometimes you may have thoughts that are not your thoughts, meaning that that's not the right way to think. And that's not how you should think. So you should fight that demon in your mind. All right? If thinking about hurting somebody, just fight it off. And you know what? Instead of me trying to hurt somebody, let me just go talk to them. Let me cool down first. Let me control myself. That's what you want to do. You want to control your mind, control your body. Don't let it control you. Okay? So that's really how that goes. Because once again, that demon is trying to get you to sin. That demon is trying to show the Most High that you're not worthy of His mercy. Because sometimes when you sin, you get jammed up. You can end up in a whole lot of mess. You can end up in prison, jail, dead. You then unalive somebody. I mean, you know, or you just ruin a whole relationship because of something that you said, something that you did. So, you know, you just want to think about that. Hopefully that answered your question. All right. All right. Also, too, if y'all could share, like, and subscribe. All right. Let's get that algorithm up, man. It doesn't hurt to, you know, put a like. If you want to dislike the class too, that helps as well. I appreciate that, either or. I ain't mad at that. All right. All right. So the purpose of Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 14 was simply to say that the Most High doesn't change. Like everything that the Most High said in each book has been the same. And if you really study the Bible, what you're going to see is that all the prophets in the Bible have reiterated damn near the same thing, like everything. And no one can show me otherwise. Me, I enjoy studying, and I do study, and I don't find any contradictions. And if I did, I don't see why I'm even in the seat. I'm even here in the first place. The contradiction is not in the Bible, but people's lack of context is what they don't realize, because a lot of people don't know how to study the Bible, don't know how to read the Bible, and a lot of people go off of what other people say, which is another big thing that is just so annoying and just very insane, right? Because I always ask people, where are you getting that from? When people say God loves everybody, right? I ask them, where's that in the Bible? Well, you know, yeah, God loves everybody. You know, God so loved the world, and and then when I go there and I show them, and then I show them where it showed, and I showed them the context of it. And we read a few scriptures above and a few scriptures below. And then it shows that God doesn't love everybody. And God loves everybody is not a scripture. It's a quote from your pork chop eating pastor. It's a quote from T.D. Jakes, Joe Osteen, but it's not in the Bible. Sorry, I hate to tell you, it's just not. Also, too, that you can eat whatever that you want to eat. That's not true. A lot of people think that you can eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster, but the main one's always pork for some reason because of the whole vision with Demetrius and how Peter, how the vision said how Peter can pretty much eat what's on that platter or that plate. But when you read the entire chapter, it was a parable or a vision, and it was not speaking about that at all. But I'll get that another day because that's a kind of more in depth breakdown or whatever. But long story short, I've looked for contradictions myself. I'm a person that can become skeptical of things, and I looked through that Bible, and I can't find one contradiction at all. Because there is none. And I'm not looking for none anyway. I mean, back then when I was young, I did. Because I was trying to understand. Because the church never taught me a goddamn thing. Except for how to be a sinner. How to not keep the law, statutes, and commandments. That's what I've learned in the church. It gave me a license to consider, it gave me a license to continue to be filth. And that's not something that, I wanted for my life. I wanted to know these answers and to understand this book so that way I can apply it to my life. But being in a Christian church is too easy. This right here is not easy at all. It's tough for a lot of people. A lot of people can't even make it to one class. That's how hard it is. All right? Meanwhile, you used to work for the Marines, the military, the CIA, but people can't even make it one class here. And I've been here for 10 or 11 years now. And this is not for the weak, man. But as far as, for those that are scared, that's where the church is at. All right? That book ain't for most of the people who read it. Yeah, you have to understand how people speak, our culture, because we wrote it. Damn right, absolutely. This book was written by niggas. It was written by Black, Latinos, and North American Indians. And also too, what you're going to find out is even though our oppressor, and the reason why we say that our oppressor is the devil that the Bible speaks of. That's because the word devil means deceiver. All right, liar or deceiver. And that's what he has done for such a long time, which he's still doing right now. Okay? He's always been a liar. And he still is. Now, how do you know that he's one of the greatest liars on the face of the earth? People say that, white people say that color doesn't matter. I hear that a lot. Color doesn't matter, but if color didn't matter, then why did white people change the color of Christ's complexion? Because when I look at Revelations, the first chapter, verses 13 through 15, I don't see the comparison from the one in the Bible and the one hanging up on grandma's wall in your mama's living room. In the Christian church, it doesn't align up. It doesn't make sense. It's not the same. Something's different. So I'm assuming that Christ might have a skin condition. I don't know. Did he bleach himself? It's nonsense, man. It's very much nonsense. Okay, if once again, if color did not matter, then why did they change Christ's color? His skin complexion. I mean, they changed everything. They gentrified Christ. He got white stringy hair. That's not in the Bible. It says that his feet was as fine brass. Brass is not white. They said it was as if, the Bible says it was as if his feet were burned in the furnace. If you got a penny on you, and it's in a furnace, it's going to get brown. All different types of shades of brown. Matter of fact, the longer that you have it sitting in the furnace. But I don't know. I guess Christ had right. He had what Michael Jackson had, pretty much. Yeah, I guess. It's nonsense, man. And then also too, they say that Christ had olive skin. So okay, we know that olives can either be green or black. So which one? I've never seen a green person before. I've seen green olives, but not a green person before. But olives can be, black or green, or or olive in the sense of like there are different shades of olive as well. But I'm just using that as a comparison. But olives can be brown too. Like, yeah, like what are we talking about? What you say? Let me see. I believe the original word was coppery. Well, I heard both. I've heard both. Yeah. Yep, that's right. Yep, dark. Yep, that's right. Yep. But they translated it to be brass to try to play games. Right. Yeah. Of course. Yeah. But once again, man, like you can't trust your oppressor. So this is what I'm talking about, right? As far as the brotherhood class, this is not only for brothers but for sisters as well. Okay, and also too the amount of disgusting filth that I've seen from our sisters on social media is beyond me, man. How a lot of women just, instead of building each other up, they just tear each other down. Now this is not all women, but this is a lot of us, and it's men too, and it's back and forth. It's the other way around too as well, vice versa, and that's the problem. The purpose of brotherhood and sisterhood is to love one another. Like how can we talk about coming together if we are showing hatred to each other? A lot of us don't know the things that we do to each other is hatred, which is a big issue in our community. And once again, you want to thank your oppressor. You want to thank all the other nations of people who influence us to do, what they do, which is sin. Don't you know the reason why we get high is because of our enemies? When we think about the Assyrian captivity, right? Where do you think that we was getting high from? When we were in the Babylonian captivity as well. It was found in history that drug addiction was a thing. Drug use was a thing. And Commander Jerry Yohana, he brought that out, which blew my mind around the time I came in. And he found some artifacts that showed that they were finding ways to get high. Once again, there's nothing new under the sun. Everything that we see today is going to be the same thing tomorrow and yesterday. It's all the same thing. Nothing is new. There's nothing on this earth that you can show me that has not been done or that has not been here already. Okay, like the reason why we do the things that we do is because of the influence of our oppressor. And that's the problem. What the ISUPK is doing is, once again, we're fighting back for the souls that have been lost. All right. By the hand, so every Black, Hispanic, Native Indian brother or sister, child, woman or child, right, who is not in this school, that's who we're trying to get back in here. We're trying to get them back to serving the Most High in Christ. That's what we're trying to do here. Because otherwise, I mean, their life is going to be nothing but hell, which it already is. I mean, in this little sanctuary, there's a little bit of paradise. There's a little bit of paradise because you're not on drugs. You're not sleeping around with, everybody's man and woman. Let me see. You're not dealing with interracial marriages. You're not disobeying the Most High. Okay, you're not messing around with sex workers and prostitutes. You're not part of the LGBT community. Which, once again, sin is something that's very exhausting. It's very painful. And if you don't understand what I mean, it hurts you. When you sin, it hurts you. And it hurts the people around you. Some way, somehow. For example, when you decide to unalive somebody, not only does it hurt you because now you're locked away for the rest of your life. If that person, if it's attempted murder or if they actually were unalived, right? You hurt yourself by putting yourself in a situation where instead of controlling yourself and knowing how to properly address a brother or a sister or have compassion and mercy, instead, you decided to listen to that voice in your head. And now you're locked away for the rest of your life. And now, who else is hurt? The victim who life is lost now. And now their family. And then, to make matters worse, how many times do we hear stories where they, the victim family tried to retaliate and try to do the same thing to that family, you know what I mean? His family or her family. So it's like the cycle just continues. And it's like a disease, like a virus that just keeps spreading and spreading. But in order to stop it and cut it off, we have to understand what it means to be a brother and a sister. We have to get back to our morality. Because one thing that you're not going to find is morality when you're getting high. That's not moral. When you're smoking anything. When you're sleeping with white women, African, Chinese, Japanese, Arabs, East Indians. There's no morality in that. There's nothing in that. It's not. There's nothing in that. Like, we actually got to be like real with ourselves, man. Right, come on, damn right, yeah, damn right. You're absolutely right. Hey, brother, if I could, what's your name, tell me your name if you could. No, like for example, I mean, the moment that we get back to what we were commanded to do from the start, that's when this whole thing is going to transform for us as a people. Once we get ourselves out of the mindset of religion, out of the mindset of indoctrination, once we separate ourselves from the oppressor that we love so much that we cannot stay away from, then we are better off as a people. Okay? We are better off. Like, everybody doesn't have to be connected to us, if that makes sense. Like you know the saying how they say Connor and Becky, Karen is invited to the cookout. There should be no outsiders coming inside of the circle of the nation of Israel. All right, that's why in ISUPK, all you're going to see is Black, Hispanic, Native Indians. If your father is the seed of one of those Israelites on that 12 tribe chart, they are allowed in here. Now, anybody else? No. And once again, you don't have to include everybody, man. You don't. Because the Jewish community, right, which is Amalek. Amalek is the biblical name for the Jewish people right now, right? Or the Ashkenaz Jews, right? Jewish. They don't include everybody out there in New York. They don't include Black, Hispanic, Native Indians out there as far as their gatherings and but there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody can have their own thing, which ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't want to go to everybody's gathering and stuff like that. I'm fine. I'm cool. I'm fine where I'm at, right? But as merciful and as loving and kind as the nation of Israel, God's chosen people is, we should show that to each other versus everybody else. Because if you do not notice, every time we show some type of love and compassion to other nations, sometimes it backfires on us. For example, when Russia and Ukraine was going into war, which they still are, when they was going into war, when the Black people literally were trying to be nice and say, excuse me, and go onto the train in Ukraine, because there are Black people that live out there in Ukraine, a bunch of white people, although they're being bombed, they are having a sense of oppression, right? The Ukrainians decided to attack the Black people and jump like 3 or 4 Black people. And it was just so disgusting. It's like, damn, like, although you being bombed, you're going through a sense of hell, you still find the time to harm us? Like, damn, we was minding our business, trying to get on the train, get to our destination. I'll give you some more, man. I'll give you some more. Let me see. It was a Black sister that was trying to, she was being very cordial. She was being very cordial in a Chinese shop. And I guess the white man, not the white man, I guess the Chinese man must have thought, a Chinese or the Korean man must have thought that she wasn't going to pay or something like that. And immediately just start beating her. They try to lock her in, they try to lock her in, and then the husband and the wife try to jump on the sister, man. And and they did hit her. They did hit on her and stuff like that, but she managed to get out, get out of there. Now, when Black people started to boycott that store, that same store, the very next day, it was I think it was a nail shop / a hair shop. The next day, the owner puts up a sign saying 50% off on hair or nails, something like that. And guess who ate it up? Black people. Like, come on, man. Like we were supposed to have a stance and stand on business to let them know we are upset about what happened to that sister. And y'all just run in there and half off on the hair. But if that was you, it would have been a problem. Like, once again, man, these people don't give a damn about you. And don't get me started on, what's happening, every damn day. Like Sonia Massey's story, Philando Castile, Tamir Rice, Tyree King. Stories like that all the goddamn time. And also, too, there are stories where there's not even cops, but there are just regular white civilians that feel the need to attack Black and Hispanic and Native Indians or do some type of harm to them. Now, am I telling you that you should commit any crimes or be harmful to these people? No. But know how to deal with these people and understand that they are not your friend, they are not your family. Do you understand me? They are not your friend, they are not your family. And the second that you get that through your head, your thick skull, you're going to understand how to better learn and build a relationship with your own people. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with laughing and joking with a white person, with Connor and, Karen, Becky, and ain't nothing wrong with that. The Africans, Omar, and the East Indians, I believe they named Omar too, Muhammad, and you know, the Chinese, Japanese, whoever, the Arabs, whatever. There's nothing wrong with being cordial. But understand who you are dealing with. Everybody's not your friend. Everybody out here that you see, all these different people that are not your people, that do not look like you, are not your family. Just make sure that there's a line that you don't cross, or that they don't cross. Okay, you may have friends that are not Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, right? I got you. You know what I mean? No sweat. But just understand that there's going to be a point in time in your life that you're going to see who truly is your family and who is your neighbor. And hopefully it doesn't end terribly for you, but some people are going to have to find out the hard way. Also, too, another story that they're still trying to reopen and investigate is when that Black man, that sister, man, I feel so bad for her and her family. That sister that went over to her white neighbor's like sleepover party, and she ended up dead somehow. The only one, she was the only Black one there, and she ended up dead somehow. And they still try to investigate it, and they closed it. Like, come on, man. All right, so like, I know I'm over the time. I gotta get one more precept. Oh, damn right, Daniel. Most High in Christ, huh? Damn right. Hey, that's a wonderful name too. Let me see here. Asking how people feel white people had Friday, and we all say we don't care. No, that ass. You're right, Con. I have no problem with it. Yeah, me personally, I ain't got no problem with, you know, any of the other races. It's not personal, but as a nation, they have played a part in our demise, and they still are to this very day. All right, if you don't understand how power works in this earth, okay, if you don't understand Psalms 83, then you are yeah. If I was you, I'll check that out. All right, let me see. Damn, there's so many I want to get into. Ooh, wait. Let me see. Hold on. Where's my one percent? Oh no, that's the wrong one. Hold on. Y'all bear with me real quick. Let me just get one last one, just to nip this in the bud. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. If y'all could still like and share, comment. All right. Let's see. There we go. Boom. All right. This is in the Apocrypha, Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Right. So that's very straightforward, right? You can't trust your enemy. Okay. Once again, like you want to have a wall. You want to be cordial. You want to watch the people that you deal with, that you do business with. Can you do business with other nations of people? Absolutely. Daniel in the Bible did it. Who else? Peter, Ezekiel, I believe Jeremiah. It was a few people who did business with the other nations. I want to say maybe Obadiah, I believe, because Obadiah was mentioned not just in the book that he has, but Obadiah was mentioned in other books as well. Elijah, you know what I mean? So ain't no wrong with doing business with other nations of people. It doesn't mean that you're being fake, that you're being two-faced. It just means that it's a business, it's not personal. It's just business, and that's that, right? So let me see here. There we go. Solomon was another one as well. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, King Solomon. Absolutely. Now, this is the one that I want to get right here, right? Let me skip it real quick. This is also in the Apocrypha, right? This is very, very important, right? This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 3. Give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. Now, when you look at the Zondervan's Bible Dictionary, the word strange or stranger means someone that's outside of your tribe, outside of your nation. So for us, if you are a Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, the 12 tribes, and nobody is a part of that 12 tribes, they are considered a stranger. Now, also too, even in other, even the other nations and some of their languages, you would be considered either a outsider, a slave, or a stranger. It's no different, man. So, and the things that are very profitable unto us is our morality, our culture, our, we have gave so much to our enemies that they gave us nothing. And they stripped us of everything. All the things, glories that you see about Black people, like our culture, Hispanics, our culture, Native Indians, our culture, like they tried to gentrify everything. The shield of David, once again, why is the Amalekites, the Amalek, the Jewish, why are they trying to be like the people in the Bible when they don't match the description? Once again, man, don't trust your enemy. Never trust your enemy. But also, too, don't give them your soul. Don't give them the thing that is profitable, the things that the Lord has gave us. And we have to take it back. All right? And we are going to take it back. That's what we're doing right now in the ISUPK since 1969. All right? So, with that being said, let me say one prayer, and then we're going to jump out of here. All right? Imagine, which needs to stand. All right. Well, first things first, too. Salakia. Security announcements. We are the ISUPK, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister has come into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shut themselves with the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After this 6-month period, so like after 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry, which is the camp leader. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find it in Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, 8 through 10 means tenth in the Hebrew. Mayashra. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the church or department or teacher. Priest fund, which is a free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Now, upcoming holy convocations, right? So tomorrow is the memorial of blowing of the trumpets, okay? So that's tomorrow at 7. And then after that, we have the Day of Atonement, which I have the dates on social media right now. I'll get more into that tomorrow. Otherwise, after the Day of Atonement, we have the Feast of Tabernacles, all right? And then from there, I think we're good for the whole month of October, okay? If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. With that being said, so once again, Imagine, which means to stand, Wapanya Hakadam, which means face to east. This is the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Adonai, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Rakazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Barakazah, Kawah, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathananah, Lakam, Kol, Yawam, Wasalak Nanawa, Kamawak Nawa, Tasalak Nawa, Kamawak Nanawa, Wala'ah, Taba'ah Nawa, Manasawan, Apol, Hawashadawa, Mayan, Ra, Kayah, Lakah, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wakaparaf, La Amalami, Aman. The Lord's Prayer in English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us for our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not to temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Amen. All right, Sar, which means to turn in Hebrew. All right, one courtesy salute for the brothers. May the Israel my Shabbat, Imagine, Barak, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shabbat Rakathon. Yazmatah. Courtesy salute for the sisters. Many Israel Mashavat. Aimaji. Barak. Yahweh Shamar Allah Bashim Al Shah. Yazmatah. Class dismissed. All right, shalom, Israel. See y'all tomorrow.